how these look as graphs. Now we are learning how to solve them. So when we are solving, we are getting what by itself? X. So what do you think I would do first on X?
-5.
Okay, so
18.
subtract 5. You'd have the square root of X,
So 18 squared.
square root of X, and then you'd get,
Oh, wait.
Wow.
what?
8, sorry.
8.
My bad.
Now, we need to get rid of this square root. How do you get rid of a square root?
Square it. So
You
it's 64.
Square it. So what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So then over here, you get X equals 64, and that is your answer. Okay, on
the review, didn't we? I mean, I did longer.
I don't know. On B, what would I do first?
Subtract 3.
Subtracts 3. I would have -3, and don't forget a negative square root of X. How do you get rid of that negative?
Divide by negative.
Divide by -1.
Square root of x equals 3.
So the square root of X equals
Then
3.
Square that, so x equals 9.
So you square this.
Oh, yeah.
X equals 9. Questions? Except for we have a few more operations. So what do you think I'm going to get rid of first?
-3.
-3. So I would have 4 times the square root of X plus 2 equals
You divide by 4.
equals.
Oh. Equals, then you divide by 4.
Okay. So since this is multiplication, the opposite would be to divide. So then I would have the square root of X plus 2 equals,
4.
and then how do you get rid of the square root?
No, 16.
So X plus 2 equals,
16.
and then I would,
Minus 14.
so X equals 14.
I understand.
You cannot get rid of the stuff underneath the square root until you've gotten rid of the square root.
I like this.
Question?
No.
I
Okay.
like this right now. There we go.
There you go.
Wait, I'm gonna like this until it gets.
Okay, what do you think I do on this one?
Should you just square it first?
Okay, let's just square them to start with. So does that get rid of both square roots?
Yeah.
So then I would just have,
2x minus 1 equals. I thought that was a minus sign at first. That's why.
so then how would I solve?
Just do
Add 1,
You're minus that. Subtract that.
subtract X. So I would have 4 plus 1 is 5. These would cancel out. These would cancel out. 2x minus x would be,
X.
so x equals 5.
How? I really understood.
Questions?
I can't wait to open up.
I have like 7 other.
Example number 207.
Oh god, it goes to 7.
Heads up 7.
This is the last one. Head story.
Heads up 7. Can we play heads up 7?
Probably goes really
Okay.
7 on
So this time I have what?
Cube.
Cube root. So what's the opposite of a cube root?
Cube.
What does it mean to cube it?
Square.
Times itself
By 3 times
3 times. So then that would get rid of that. I'd have 5x minus 2 equals, what's 12 cubed?
Wait, 1,728.
Oh.
Okay, then what would I do?
Yeah.
And I'd get,
Divide by 5.
and I'd get,
1730.
Yes, she's right.
and
divide
then
by 5.
346.
divide by
Rock.
5.
Wait, but what is it?
X equals what?
346.
346.
Fish.
Questions?
No. Man,
No coach.
we are flying.
No,
Yeah.
close. You're gonna be our kickball coach.
I know.
That's what I've been bracing myself for.
Fish.
And you literally.
Left turn. Oh, we gotta do all.
Left turn.
All
five.
those.
Have you seen that?
One, what's the first thing you did on number 5?
Subtract
Subtract
7.
So you would get
4.
4 and then the square root of x plus 4. So then I would square them. So you'd get x plus 4 equals, and then,
Subtract 4.
so you would get x equals,
Wow.
thumbs up if you got that.
Oh.
Let's go.
Okay, next one, what would I do first?
You want to subtract
Pay attention up here.
the 6, subtract it.
Minus 6. Minus 6.
You see that?
So you get
9.
9 equals the square root of 3w minus 9. Then I would
Square it. You got the
square it.
81.
81 equals 3w minus 9. Then I would,
Add that 9 to make it 90 equals 3W.
so 90 equals 3w. Then I would divide by 3, so w equals 30. Thumbs up if you got 30.
30
Okay, next one, what'd you do first?
Cubit.
No,
Sorry, square it.
square it.
You silly dude.
So you would have 3x plus 1 equals 4x minus 7. Then I would
Just
Subtract
add
7. Add 7.
add
That's-
7.
Oh, that's all you have to. Okay, then
So-
4x equals 8 plus 3x. So then I would,
subtract 3x.
and I would
X
get
equals 8.
x equals 8. Thumbs up if you got x
Never
equals
mind.
8.
These are the easy ones. I don't understand why I was confused.
Okay. Next one, what would I do first?
Oh, I just marked my
square root of
pants.
all. Square root of all of it.
Square them, not square root.
Square root of all.
So I get,
N equals 5n minus 1.
then I would
Subtract n.
5n.
5n.
So I'd have negative 1 equals,
Negative 4n.
then I would,
Divide by negative 4. N equals 1/4.
so n equals 1/4, or what is it as a decimal?
0.25.
Thumbs up if you got that.
Remember when you used to get so mad at us for saying 0.25?
Okay, what do I do on this one?
Add 4 game.
So then you'd have the cube root of y equals, then what would I do?
Cubit.
125.
Cube it, so I would get y equals 125. Thumbs up if you got 125.
125. Let's get it. You did not get 125.
And the last one, what would you do first?
You gotta do the
Cube 1. Cube 10. N equals 1,000.
Yay.
And I'd have 3c.
3c plus 7 minus 7 equals 993.
And then you
And then divide by 3 equals 331.
Thumbs up if you got 331.
I got some all right.